Hello everyone, since I'm halfway through the game and I pretty much know what I'm gonna do, my friend Zek44 aka Skyfly44 is here.
And I'm playing a completely different game.
But they have their similarities, don't get me wrong. And both are fantastic games.
Actually, I'm not gonna be watching his Jack and Daxter videos, but seeing the same or hearing the same dialogue in Super Metroid would be quite interesting, actually. At least yours doesn't have any cutscenes.
Super Metroid?
Yeah.
It has cutscenes. It's just that you're in direct control during them, which is pretty cool.
Well, these cutscenes have talking and...
It's not bad talking, especially for the time.
Well, Daxter's always funny, but that shit gets so much better in 2.
Really? Because,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I would say she was probably the most
Have you
annoying.
heard some of the things that actually come from 2? 2 has great writing. Best in the entire series.
But isn't there problems with the overworld?
It's not... 2 is frustrating. 2 is really hard. I don't care what people say. Jak 3 is better than Jak 2 because Jak 3 is so much less frustrating. It can have the same level of difficulty, it's just... It allows you to get away with a lot more. And you also have an ability to heal whenever you want, so...
Okay, I have to make sure I get out this place alive. Only have 2 E-tanks.
So how many times have you done that randomizer thing?
This will be exactly my 6th.
Really?
Yes. They're not all complete playthroughs, though. You failed to understand how replayable Super Metroid is.
I've played replayable games. I love games that have high replayability. We all know that. I know that, and everybody I know that I've talked to knows that about me.
I mean, you get your most bang out buck, you know?
Oh, it's not really just that. It's
that too, and well, I mean, what are you gonna say?
If a game's replayable, you always have something you can go back to and play. If I'm bored, I can always go back and play Up Your Arsenal if I have absolutely nothing I can actually do. There's nothing on, well, YouTube, because, you know, TV absolutely sucks. If I have absolutely nothing in my backlog to play, oh, that's tough to actually think about. I have so many games I still need to beat. Persona 4
So
on
you're
my
saying it's like a safe fun, like a
yeah.
like a reliable fun. It's like true and true 100%. It's always gonna be fun no matter what.
Well, to me that's more Pokemon Silver Challenge Run. I can go and play 2 hours of that, fail, and then start it up again the same day.
Yeah.
To be honest, that is really difficult for me. Actually, I should probably have done a Pokemon Silver Challenge playthrough instead of that other Pokemon Silver playthrough.
You should try doing a challenge playthrough with a randomizer.
No, I don't want to use a randomizer, mainly
But
because it's going to destroy the difficulty for one thing.
Well, it depends. It depends. If you can find a really good randomizer, which will give you like tier 1 Pokemon, then maybe.
The actual challenge run had a level cap, because if you don't have a level cap on a Pokemon challenge run, it's not hard.
Right.
If you're not limiting how many times you can go to Pokemon Center or have a level cap, the game is not hard, because you can just level grind your way out of anything. You can be stuck with a Weedle and level grind your way out of most everything in the second generation. Not the first. Not any of the other ones, but Guido's gonna get his ass kicked even at level 100, but...
I knew a friend who went through Gen 2 with just a hop-ip.
Have I ever told you about that time I had a Cascoon 84?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I still love that thing.
You also told me about the Magikarp. Did you not?
Oh, yeah. I also remember that other time I made a second Magikarp god with that Game Shark my friend let me borrow. It was a level 100 Magikarp with great stats and great moves. And
what'd you nickname it, God? Wasn't that it?
Nope. I just named it Shitty.
Shitty the fish. The Magikarp, that is.
Oh yeah, have I ever told you about the time I actually went through a Pokemon Silver playthrough with pure bug Pokemon? My entire party was made out of bugs.
That's pretty cool. Because I...
Have you ever gone and done one of those specialized parties in one of those games? Like
no.
Pure...
But it sounds really fun. Don't get me wrong.
It's actually go and play one of those games and just pick some random Pokemon. It's actually pretty weird sometimes. The last playthrough I actually did Pokemon Silver, and I actually had that Jigglypuff, was really good. I never used I've never used Jigglypuff for the most part. What other ones did I actually have in that thing? I actually got a Houndoom in that game. Holy shit, I actually had to get to I had to get to Kanto before I could catch it. But because that game is so broken with its challenge when it comes to Kanto, even when I caught the Houndoom, I was fine.
I may come into a problem.
What's the problem?
Well, I need a speed booster for this one section in Meridia. But the problem is I don't have it. And that's the only way to get through. As far as I know.
There's no other way to just...
to get past it.
Glitch your way past it.
No.
Do
Not that I
any
know.
trick past it.
Though that being said, I haven't checked all the item locations.
All I know, I already got my second power cell. Granted, the tutorial area isn't all that difficult.
I think I really enjoyed out of the first area. I think my favorite part was the fishing mini game with the net.
It's not all that bad.
I know it's not spectacular, but something with the idea of it just makes me laugh.
The fact that one poison eel spoils the entire catch kind of makes for wasted fish. And the thing that I don't get is, why don't you just get rid of the fish and put them in the basket when it gets to like 100, so you're not wasting 100 pounds of fish when you actually get a eel?
Video game logic, that's why.
But have you ever went and got every single fish without letting one go by before?
Maybe it's been a long time since I played that game.
Oh, you are missing out. PS2, best system ever.
No, I said I have played it. It's been a long time.
I know, and you're missing out. You should probably play it more often.
I mean, I've completed 100% once, and I felt that was pretty justified.
I did not... This is my growth as a gamer. When I originally got this, first of all, I never actually played it on that much because it forced me to use the analog stick when I much preferred the D-pad at the time. The entire reason, or probably the biggest reason why I've actually grew up just liking Ratchet and Clank more. Because I actually didn't need the analog stick to play that game. Though you
Yeah,
can't.
I grew up the same way. Since I had a PS1 with a D-pad, I always felt comfortable with the D-pad, like first and foremost.
The N64 didn't really have a very good D-pad, and it really never was used too
It
much.
really never optimized it. There's only one game that you can use it for. That's pretty well.
All I know is that the PS1 actually used the D-pad quite a bit, and I also was playing Pokemon Silver all the time, so as a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Advance, I was very, very well versed in the art of D-padding. So
Yeah.
I just never liked the feel of the analog stick until maybe what was it? It was probably Need for Speed Underground 2, or maybe something earlier than that. That's it. I started having to use it. I forgot what I was talking about.
I was comfortable with the D-pad until I think the GameCube made it really comfortable for me.
Maybe
because the little edges on the side make it feel like a D-pad.
I don't know why I didn't like the analog stick, but this is easily the biggest game I kind of just put to the side just because I didn't like the analog stick. Now, getting back to what I was saying originally, about 6 months, and I could only get it up to maybe the lava tube area of the game, or maybe I didn't even get to that. Maybe I just stopped in Spider Caves or something.
Talk about Ratchet and Clank.
No, Jack.
I mean that Jack and Daxter. Same difference.
That was my first time. My second time I played, I got 100% in 3 months. And then 100% in 3 weeks. I mean, yeah, 3 weeks. Then once in 3 days. Then one day I just picked it up. This was around a couple of years ago, only a few years ago though. One day I just picked it up, beat it in 5 hours. Then I thought to myself,
5 hours?
Yeah, it was 5 hours straight out. Actually, it was a bit less than 5 hours. I was playing out in the living room, so I didn't have 5 hours to play. But I just beat it in one sitting, and I was like, I was awfully shit at playing games before. If I can do that now, or I just got much better.
Alright.
Now, you still actually need to go and play Jak 2 and Jak 3. Have you ever seen it?
I've seen a little bit of Jak 2, but not enough to warrant to know the game completely. Of how it plays. I've seen like the tutorial stuff at the beginning of the game.
The controls pretty much play exactly the same, except there's gunplay in Dark Jak and then 3 Light Jak. But the dialogue in the story just gets so much better.
I can imagine. It's weird how the games just went to a darker, more realistic tone. I mean, the intro of Jak 2 pretty much just shows how majorly different it is. Because you start off with the happy world of Jak 1, and then you go into futuristic, dystopian society.
And then 3, it's the end of the world as we know it.
Wow, this plasma beam works really well against Phantoon.
Oh, what was... I'm trying to remember what that boss was. That...
It's the one with the teeth for eyes. I mean, it
that...
has eye and then teeth around it. It looks like a big brain. It's a ghost.
You're never going to... I'm not going to be reminded of how it actually looks, but... Where is it in the map? Is it in that...
In an abandoned ship.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Then yeah, I know what it is.
You have to feel bad for the guy. Just imagine how he has to brush his teeth. I mean, does he have to scratch his eye every time?
Yeah, I'm done with these cutscenes. I'm in the village right now, just going to every single villager. And man, is it boring after you've seen this the 100th time. Mainly because of failed playthroughs of this.
Right.
I'm gonna confess. A little confession.
Alright, lay it on me.
Beat that plant thingy on Metroid Prime.
Flagera?
Phlegm whatever it is, yes.
I think I remember dying on him the first time.
I wasn't really used to the game, and to be honest, I wasn't really used to the GameCube at the time.
I'm pretty sure you can beat it once you come back. I mean, the bosses in that game aren't as hard as Prime 2's. Even if you know that game, they can still give you trouble.
I just don't really remember being all that great at the game. I could probably beat it now, but not then. Never
Gotcha.
been too big in the Metroid games to begin with. Though I really do enjoy watching them.
Hold on one second. I need to check and see what my... I hear something in the kitchen. There might be a killer. If you don't hear me come back, I might be dead.